It's strange. Robyn seems to be choosing for them. Like for her kids to live polygamy or not, I don't know. I feel like no. I feel like, I mean, Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna, they're all old enough to make their own choices, do their own things. Dayton's done with college. Aurora's almost done with college. So I feel like it's them, but also I do feel like they're very sheltered. So who knows? Are any of the parents sad the kids don't? I doubt it, especially where all the parents are at right now in their life, where none of them are polygamists anymore. I completely doubt it. I think that if any of us were wanting to go live polygamy, I almost feel like our parents would tell us.
Hey friends, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It is Thursday, July 11th, 2024. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. The universe has this way of always correcting itself. Whether you believe in a God or you believe in a spirit or you believe in the universe, you believe in karma, there's this old cliche that what you put into the world, you will get out of the world. Or if you are treating someone badly, you will be treated badly, or you get what you deserve. You know, whatever it is, there's always this saying about whatever you do to others will come back to you. Do unto others as they would do to you. So if you do unto others that's not good, don't expect the life that you lead to be good to you. Don't expect others to be good to you. And if you fight hard because you want to be the goddess and you want to be the prophetess and you want to be next to God in heaven, and you're willing to put every single person in the world out, and you're willing to manipulate them and hurt them and cause them pain and take resources from them and discard children and displace women and cause general agony to everyone, you would think that eventually the world will catch up to you. She couldn't just keep living the high life. Robyn Brown, that is. Well, now it sounds like, even though it's been years now, 3 years since Christine left, Robyn Brown is still not happy and is still miserable or maybe unhappy about her life. Enjoying some parts of her life, but being upset with other parts of her life. It turns out that winning the prize of raging, maniacal, diabolical, hyperactive, and disturbing Kody Brown is not the prize that one would think. It was great when the money was rolling in and you were on the high life, but now it's not so great. And this information comes directly from Kody Brown. Check it out.
I think that if any of my parents were pro-polygamy, it would be Robyn. I think that she would be the only one, because at the end of the day, she still does want sister wives. She still does want the whole picture. She wants the big family. So I think if anybody was pro, it'd only be Robyn. Is Robyn happy now? I think so, Becky. I think relatively happy. I know that she still has a hard time that she doesn't have, like, I guess the ideal situation that she wanted when she was going into it. I definitely don't think that she loves Flagstaff. I think she's kind of accepted where she's at because her kids are all still in school there. So I think she just accepted it, but I don't think that she loves it. It's also still far away from any family or friends that they have. So I think that she is, I don't know how happy. I think she's happy with some stuff and not happy with others. But I don't know how, like, happy she is with life, I guess.
So what she's saying is that Robyn, when she came into the family, wanted sister wives because in their belief system, they are of the belief that once a man achieves celestial marriage of having at least 3 wives, they will enter what's called the celestial kingdom. And this will mean that the man will inherit his own planet and all of his wives will become like goddesses with him and he will be the god. And all of their little spirit babies will populate the world and they will have like their own world that they're reigning over. And women are conned into becoming plural wives with the promise that once they're in this celestial kingdom, they'll be reunited with all of their friends and family, and they'll be all together, sealed for time and all eternity. Now, I always believed that Robyn had this thought that she was elite, in that she thought that she would be able to reign along with Kody, right? Like she was going to be the co-god of that planet. And Kody and Robyn would sometimes even fight about who was getting actual messages from God. So there was that season when they were trying to buy a house and they were pretending like they weren't going to buy the house for the storyline when they really were. And he was saying that his message from God was that they needed to buy, and her message from God was that they were going to rent. And Kody like mocked her and called her prophetess, as though she has a pipeline to God, because in their belief system, the women are not supposed to have prophecy. The men do. The men are the ones that have prophecy. They're the ones that get direct messages from God. And listen, the women can have conversations with God, but the men are supposed to be the pipeline to God. And so Kody would often mock her that she was being a prophetess. I think that, as Benjamin Brown has said, this faith system makes people extremely arrogant and narcissistic, because if you tell anyone that they have the possibility of becoming a god, it's not going to do good things to them in the long term. So all that to say is, I think a lot of her grief is giving up on her dream of that eternity that she thought she was promised because she was the fourth wife. I know a lot of people say that it's about the money, and I do think there's a component here where she was promised financial security by Kody, and she was promised that he would always take care of her and he would take care of her kids. And she came from like significant poverty. She was massively in debt. She barely had a home. She had changed her name so many times because she was dodging creditors left and right. She had a shopping addiction. She was just a mess. And she needed someone to save her from the mess she made in her previous marriage. And she wanted to be desperately out of poverty, and she wanted to be rich and famous. Rags to riches stories are like what this country is made on. And I believe she wanted her own rags to riches story. And I think in many ways, the fact that she, believed she was going to have all this financial security, which, by the way, she still has a level of financial security, though I don't think it's as comfortable as it once was. I also think she's just the power she got by being the head wife, by being the legal wife, by having ownership of the checkbooks, of the properties, of all of it. She's lost that. So if you lose your identity as a narcissist, you become depressed, and you do everything in your power to maintain the shell of who you are by trying to overcompensate in whatever ways that you can. And there is narcissistic depletion when they're exposed and they're fully revealed, and their fragile ego is revealed and the truth about them is exposed, and then they can go into depression. And I think for Robyn, it's that depression of, oh, I'm not going to get what I thought I was going to get, what I was entitled to have. The irony here, and all of it, is that McKelty said that she's not happy in Flagstaff, which I think is weird because she was the one that basically made them move to Flagstaff because Dayton got into college there and she couldn't let him go to college without her. And I also think it's weird that she wants to leave Flagstaff because she was the one that was like telling them that she wanted to bury her bones in Flagstaff. She wanted to be there for the rest of her life. She wasn't going to leave. She wanted to establish roots. They've been in Flagstaff for 6 years, and generally for Kody, he's in one place for about 7 years and then he leaves. So I don't know if they're going to leave because now they have Aurora needs to finish college, and Brianna is still in college, and Solomon and Ari are in school. They could certainly upend Sol and Ari and move them to a different place, but I don't know. If you don't have to move, why would you move? They're not polygamists anymore. They're not running from the law. Unless they can't afford it, I can't see why they would move. Is she isolated from the world? Yes. I think Kody actually wanted to put them in Flagstaff to isolate all of them, frankly, because he isolated everyone from everyone else. Everyone was dependent upon him, and he was able to do whatever he wanted because everything was spread out and no one had to see him, and no one was the wiser of his philandering and what was happening with Robyn, right? And they picked this place, and now they're isolated. Go figure. And everyone's leaving. Literally, everyone's leaving. Janelle is left. Mary's left. Christina's left. Most of the kids have left. The kids are dispersed all over the country. And it's just Robyn and Kody and their kids, and then Savannah and Gabriel and Gwendolyn. That's it. That's all that's left in Flagstaff. So Robyn still wants the sister wives, but she doesn't. She just wants the idea of sister wives. But what she really is meaning by she wants sister wives is she wants to be a goddess. She doesn't want to give up on her promise of eternity of owning her own planet with her husband. And I just don't think, I mean, it's brainwashing, but I also just think that Kody and Robyn had the personalities in the system where they themselves became narcissists. And not everyone in these cults becomes narcissists, but a lot of them have narcissistic personalities because the whole cult is narcissistic. You tell anyone you're going to be a god, it's going to do something to you. You tell the women that they're going to be goddesses, it's going to do something to them too, right? Even though the women are abused, they're all trying to become that top partner, the top soulmate. Well, now she's the top soulmate and she's miserable. So did Robyn get what she paid for? Like, did she get what she deserves? Anyone with the brain can see that Kody's going to be Kody with whoever he's with. It's not going to change because he's with Robyn and he likes her better or she's giving him better sex. That's only going to be able to sustain itself for a period of time. He can't change his personality flaws. He can't. He cannot be less of a narcissist. He cannot be less lacking in compassion and empathy, no matter what Counselor Robyn thinks she can do to change him. She can't. She can't change him. Kody's going to be the maniac and the maniacal man that he is, regardless of who he's with. And I know that the other women are saying, but he found his person. No, he didn't. He found the one person willing to tolerate him and do whatever he needed. Do whatever he needed so that they could get what they wanted. He found someone willing to use him so they could get satisfied and was willing to put up with him to get the money and the fame and the whatever she wanted and the goddess status. She was willing to play Kody to get what she wanted, and now she's miserable. That's what I actually call karma. I have a hard time feeling sorry for her. I know she's a victim of the cult, but I have a hard time knowing the collateral damage she's inflicted upon so many people in this family and the hurt and pain she's caused to so many by the way that she disrupted the children's lives and by how much pain and suffering the kids have gone through over the years, watching what her kids get at the detriment of everyone else's children. That's the unfairness of polygamy, because Kody's biological children should not have been neglected so that Robyn's kids could get what they never received. And I think the reason why Robyn isn't liked isn't just because of her manipulation, but it's because if you're Christine's kids, they were never legitimate. But Robyn came in as the fourth wife and suddenly found a way to make her kids legitimate to Kody by being adopted by him and then making them legitimate by legally marrying him. Something that Christine's kids never got. And Janelle's kids might have Kody on the birth certificate, but they're still not legitimate children, and they're still not kids that he would claim out in the world today. I don't think he would claim a single one of them unless something happened to them that he can exploit. Like a wedding, a baby's birth, a death. If you can make him money, he'll talk to you. But if you can't, you're worthless. So Robyn is miserable, and she still wants to be a goddess. Is that karma? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and click on the bell so you never miss a video. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.